Yes, good morning, students. We are to discuss the questions of the second part of the chapter, Seventh Glimpses of India. The second part was Kurg, and I hope that it is clear to all of you. Now come to the questions. First question given is, where is Kurg? Yes, Krish.
Kurg is located in Karnataka. It is the smallest district of Karnataka. It lies in midway between Mysore and coastal town of Mysore.
Yes, Kurg is the smallest district of Karnataka, and it is the beautiful part having wonderful scenery, and it is situated midway between Mysore and Mangalore. Clear? So now next. Yes, next student. And if you want to reach to this place, you can reach by road, rail, or air route. Any route you can follow. Yes, next beta, Vishya Prabhakar.
Of Greek or Arabic descent. A section of Alexander's armies moved south along the coast and settled there. Then they returned to the capital. And they held the people amongst the.
Yes, there are several stories about Kodavu people's descent. According to one story, they are the descendants of Alexander, and a part of his army could not return and stayed back here. Next, what are some of the things you now know about the people of Kurug? After reading the chapter, you come to know about many people or many features of these Kurg people. Says, what do you know about the people of Kurg? The people of Kurg are hospitable, friendly. They are martial. That means they are known as brave people having great participation in the wars. They are known as martial, Martial. Next, second part, the main crop of Kurg. Close the door. Yes, coffee plantation is the main crop of Kurg. Yes, C part. Next one. Very good. Yes, Divyanshi beta. The sports it offers to tourists. What type of sports these people have, or this place has the special adventurous things or the sports for the tourists? कौन सी sports और games वहाँ पर adventurous things हैं which the tourist can enjoy?
They offer to their students high energy adventure with river rafting.
Yes. Continue with the next. It offers sports like river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing, etc. to the tourists. Clear? So now next one. Yes, beta. The animals you are likely to see in Kurg.
The animals that are likely to see include birds, snakes, butterflies, snakes, malabar, squirrels, lamboos, and slender toads.
The animals that we are likely to see in Coorg are squirrels, elephants, langurs, and markers. Next, its distance from Bengaluru and how to get there. What is the distance told? Its distance from Bangalore is about 250 to 260 kilometer, and there are two routes to reach this place by road. The route via Mysore is the most frequented one. Clear? Next, we have started discussing the fourth part also on that day. Let's repeat it once again. Here are 6 sentences with some words in italics. Find phrases from the text that have the same meaning. You have to look in the paragraph indicated. First one, during monsoons, it rains so heavily that tourists do not visit Coorg in paragraph 2. We have already discussed on that day. That is to keep away. To keep away. That means बारिश की वजह से ये tourist को दूर रखती है. Then some people say that Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled there. In paragraph 3, what we can use here at the place of some people say as one story goes. Then in the third sentence, the Kurd people are always ready to tell stories of their sons and fathers' valor. Paragraph 4, willing to recount numerous stories. Willing to recount. Next, even people who normally lead an easy and slow life get smitten by the high energy adventure sports of Kurg in paragraph 6.
The most laid back individual.
Yes, the most laid back individuals. We can use here the most laid back individuals as the phrase used in the text is, means those people who normally lead an easy and slow life. Clear? Next, the theory of the Arab origin is supposed by the long coat with embroidered waist belt they wear. In paragraph 3, draws support is supported by can be changed into draws support. Next, macaws, Malabar squirrels observe you carefully from the tree canopy. Observe you carefully can be changed into keep a watchful eye. Clear? Keep a watchful eye. So you get the meanings of these phrases in these sentences. Is it clear? When you read these sentences, the words given to you in italics are the meanings of these particular phrases which are used in the text. Clear? Next is, if we go for the next thinking about the language, they have given you collocations, which we have already covered in one of the chapters earlier in PT 1 or 2. Certain words go together. Such word friends are called collocations. कि कई बार ऐसे words होते हैं जो mostly इकट्ठे use होते हैं. They are also called friend words or they can be called collocations. The collocation of a word is the company it keeps, because the word, both the words come together, so they are in the company of each other. That's why the phrase is used, the company it keeps. For example, look at the paired sentences and phrases below, which is a common collocation and which one is odd. Strike out the odd sentence or phrase. How old are you? Is it collocation or not? Odd है या friendly words हैं? Friendly हैं, because the sentence is always used like this. How old are you? How young are you? Odd. A pleasant person. It's collocation. Correct use is there. A pleasant pillow. Odd. Yes. Next, here are some nouns from the text. Culture, monks, surprised, experience, weather, tradition. Now you can find out the words from the text, or you can add your own word also. They say work with the partner and discuss which of the nouns can collocate with which of the adjective given below. The first one has been done for you. You are given some adjectives with these nouns you are to add and make the collocation words. The words given are unique, terrible, unforgettable, serious, ancient, wide, sudden. The first one is given as example culture. We can call unique culture, we can call ancient culture. Both are correct collocations. Now, if we go for the word monks, what words can be added? Yes?
Unique monks, unforgettable monks, serious monks, ancient monks.
Yes, you can give any two options. Okay? Many words can be added with that to give a meaningful word and use it as collocations, but you can give two examples only. Serious monks, or you can use religious monks also. Unique can also be there, unforgettable can also be there. Ancient भी हो सकता है, पुराने time के थी. Next, surprise.
Terrible surprise, unforgettable surprise.
Yes, unforgettable surprise, terrible surprise, sudden surprise can also be there. Clear? Next, experience. Yes, Manish? Yes, unforgettable experience, unique experience, terrible experience. Next, weather. Yes, Yadil? Yes? Unique weather. Yes. Terrible weather. Yes, unique weather can be there. Terrible weather can also be there. Next is tradition.
Unforgettable, unique tradition.
Yes. Yes, ancient tradition, unique tradition. Clear? So in this way, when we use these type of words together, which give the correct meaning, or adjective and noun are in combination, they are called as collocations. When they don't give any proper meaning, then they are called as odd phrases or the sentences. Now come to the next page. Complete the following phrases from the text. For each phrase, can you find at least one other word that would fit into the blank? This is to increase your vocabulary. You are to take the word from the text first, then change it with your the synonym of that word. Clear? First is tales of. What is the word used in the phrase text? Valor. Tales of valor. And you can write here tales of bravery, courage. ठीक है, वेलर ब्रेवरी को रेफर करता है, बहादुरी को. देन सेकेंड वन कोस्टल टाउन. इन द टेक्स्ट द वर्ड यूज्ड इज कोस्टल टाउन. यू कैन राइट कोस्टल सिटी. इट कैन बी replaced with city also. A piece of heaven, paradise. Heaven can be replaced with paradise. Next, evergreen, rainforest. It can be replaced with evergreen, dense forest. Dense forest. Then fifth one is dash plantation. Coffee plantation can be replaced with tea plantation. Next, sixth one is rope bridge. Rope bridge. It can be replaced with hanging bridge. Hanging bridge. Hanging. You can add any word which can give you proper meaning. Clear? Next, seventh one, wild elephants. Can be wild monkeys. Clear? Now come to the next part, that is the third part of your chapter, and we are getting the third glimpse of India from this part, that is tree from Assam. It can be pronounced as Assam or Assam. आप किसी भी वे में ले सकते हो. And you know, according to the political map of India, the location and everything you have already read in your social science. And here in this part also, the writer's view is to give us a view of our India, one part of the eastern state of India, and it tells us about the tea plantation. Kurg was famous for Coffee plantation. Now, Assam is famous for tea plantation. And what we are told in this chapter is about the stories related to the introduction of tea in India for the first time. इंडिया में चाय की इंट्रोडक्शन कैसे हुई, कैसे ये स्टार्ट हुई, that is given to you in this chapter. Different stories are there related to it, and the chapter is in the form of a dialogue during a visit by Rajveer to his friend Pranjal from Assam. One friend belongs to Assam and the other friend is from other place, and they both are classmates in Delhi. They both are having their education in Delhi, and they had a visit to this area of Assam where his father is working as a manager in some tea plantation garden. So they had a visit, and in this way, through the mouth of those two friends, through the conversation in the form of a dialogue, we are getting the complete information about that area. So how one can reach at that place? One can reach Assam from Delhi by train also. And what is the name of the capital of Assam? You have read in political map of India? Dispur. What is the name of the capital of Assam? Dispur. Clear? Otherwise, no other particular theme is there. It is only to give you information about one area of your country, because the chapter is glimpses of India, and you are getting the different areas of your India with the point of view of their popularity, or they are popular, how you can reach there, and what special things you can find there, what are the worth seeing places there. Now, if we go for this part, see in the beginning, the name of this part is Tea from Assam. Pranjal, a youngster from Assam, is Rajveer's classmate at school in Delhi. There are two friends, Pranjal and Rajveer, and Pranjal belongs to Assam. Clear? And they both are in school at Delhi. Pranjal's father is the manager of a tea garden in Upper Assam, and Pranjal has invited Rajveer to visit his home during the summer vacation. During summer vacation, he invited his friend, so they both are going to that area of Assam where his father is the manager of a tea garden in Upper Assam area. So while traveling, they are discussing when they have the view of that area, वहां पहुंच जाते हैं नियर बाय, तो उस रास्ते का जो व्यू है वहां से वो उसको प्रांजल जो है वो पूरी एक्सप्लेनेशन उसको असम के टी प्लांटेशन के बारे में, उनके गार्डन्स के बारे में, और क्या उससे रिलेटेड स्टोरीज हैं, कैसे इंडिया में इंट्रोड्यूस हुई टी, दैट इज एक्सप्लेन टू यू. Now see, they are having traveling in a train, and what is shown there कि वहां पर एक vendor आ रहा है, चाय गरम गरम चाय. A vendor called out in a high pitched voice. कि जब हम ट्रेन में सफर करते हैं तो आते हैं ना वेंडर्स चाय वगैरह लेकर, तो in this way the person is there and he is shouting for people to take tea. He came up to their window and asked, चाय साहब. और प्रांजल और राजवीर दोनों ट्रेन में ट्रेवलिंग कर रहे हैं, और उनके पास वो चाय वाला पहुंचता है, उनसे पूछता है कि डू यू वांट टू हैव टी, गिव अस 2 cups, प्रांजल said. तो प्रांजल demanded for 2 cups. They sipped the steaming hot liquid, और वो दोनों सिप करके एक एक घूंट करके गरम चाय लिक्विड जो है वो पी रहे हैं. ऑलमोस्ट एवरीवन इन देयर कंपार्टमेंट वाज ड्रिंकिंग टी टू, और उनके कंपार्टमेंट में हर व्यक्ति जो है वो ऑलमोस्ट चाय पी रहा था. सारे लोग जितने भी उस कंपार्टमेंट में थे ट्रेन में, दे ऑल वर ड्रिंकिंग. डू यू नो दैट over 80 crores cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world, Rajveer said. Note down the number. We got surprised to listen this कि 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world. मतलब इतनी ज़्यादा ड्रिंकिंग टी जो है वो फेमस हो गई है आजकल मॉडर्न टाइम में, कि ऑलमोस्ट वो क्या कह रहा है कि 80 crore cups of tea are drunk every day throughout the world, Rajveer said. View, exclaimed Pranjal. Pranjal बहुत सरप्राइज्ड होता है उसको सुनकर. Exclaimed, exclamation sign is given there. See how he expressed his feeling of surprise. So tea really is very popular. और कहता है कि वाकई चाय जो है वो बहुत पॉपुलर है आजकल. The train pulled out of the station. Pranjal buried his nose in his detective book again. Pranjal was reading a detective book. Note down. What was he doing when they were traveling in the train? He was reading a detective book. और जैसे ही ट्रेन ने स्टेशन को क्रॉस किया, स्टेशन से बाहर गई, तो वो फिर से दोबारा अपनी बुक में बिजी हो जाता है. Rajveer too was an ardent fan of detective stories. Or Rajveer was also a very good fan. He was also very fond of reading the detective stories. Ardent fan means having strong feeling, strong desire थी या passion थी उसकी भी detective stories पढ़ने की. But at the moment he was keener on looking at the beautiful scenery. लेकिन इस टाइम पे उसका इंटरेस्ट जो था वो डिटेक्टिव स्टोरी पढ़ने में नहीं था. उसका इंटरेस्ट कहाँ था? आसपास की ब्यूटीफुल सीनरी देखने में, बिकॉज ही वॉज गोइंग टू विजिट अ न्यू प्लेस. प्रांजल ने तो ऑलरेडी वो सारी जगह देखी हुई थी. So he was reading his detective stories, whereas Rajveer was also interested in that, reading the detective stories, but now he was more interested in looking at the beautiful scenes all around. It was green, green everywhere. Rajveer had never seen so much greenery before. वो क्या देखता है बाहर? ब्यूटीफुल सीन्स उसको क्या नजर आ रहे हैं कि चारों तरफ उसको ग्रीनरी नजर आ रही है, और उसने कभी भी इतनी ज्यादा ग्रीनरी का एरिया नहीं देखा था. Then the soft green paddy fields gave way to tea bushes. एंड देन स्लोली व्हाट ही नोटेड कि धीरे धीरे आगे जैसे वो बढ़ते गए, सॉफ्ट ग्रीन पैडी फील्ड्स. सॉफ्ट ग्रीन पैडी फील्ड्स, पैडी क्या होते हैं? कौन सी क्रॉप होती है? राइस, चावल होते हैं जो. उन क्रॉस फील्ड्स को जैसे ही उन्होंने क्रॉस करा, द गेव वे टू टी बुशेस. तो आगे उसको क्या नजर आना शुरू हो गया? टी बुशेस. टी की प्लांटेशन जो थी वो नजर आ रही थी. नेक्स्ट एज दे वर ट्रेवलिंग, फर्स्ट ही वॉच द ग्रीन scenes of paddy fields, and then tea bushes were seen. It was a magnificent view, and he felt that it was a magnificent view. बहुत शानदार दृश्य था. Against the backdrop of densely wooded hills, a sea of tea bushes stretched as far as the eye could see. कि बहुत ज़्यादा डेंस वुडेड हिल्स थी, डेंस फॉरेस्ट थे, उनके बीच में हिल्स थी, और वहीं पर उसको बहुत ज़्यादा दूर दूर तक फैली हुई, स्ट्रेच मीन्स फैली हुई, स्प्रेड, जहाँ तक उसकी आंखें जा रही थी. एज फार एज द आई कुड सी, जितनी दूरी तक उसकी आंखें देख सकती थी उतनी दूरी तक उसको चाय के वो प्लांटेशन बुशेज जो थी वो नजर आ रही थी. Dwarfing the tiny tea plants were tall, sturdy shade trees, and amidst the orderly rows of bushes busily moved doll-like figures. और एकदम से उसको क्या लगा कि जैसे वो टी के बुशेस को देख रहा था, एट द बैक ऑफ दोज देयर वर टॉल स्टडी शेडी ट्रीज. बहुत बड़े लंबे लंबे, स्टडी मीन्स वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग, मजबूत जो थे, शेडी ट्रीज थे बहुत बड़े बड़े. और उन ट्रीज के आगे इसको जो टी बुशेस थी, दे वर लुकिंग एज ड्वार्फ, बोने लग रहे थे उसको, बहुत छोटे छोटे लग रहे थे, बिकॉज दोज ट्रीज वर द टॉलर वन. एंड अमिड्स द ऑर्डरली रोज ऑफ द बुशेस बिजीली मूव्ड डॉल लाइक फिगर्स. और उनके बीच में जो कि पूरी रोज प्रॉपर ऑर्डर के साथ, जैसे कि प्लांटेशन की हुई थी, पूरी लाइंस में रोज लगी हुई थी, वो उसको ऐसे लग रहा था जैसे कि डॉल लाइक फिगर्स हों, बिकॉज दोज ट्रीज वर वेरी टॉल एंड दे वर वेरी bold and strong trees, whereas the these tea bushes were not very strong, not very tall, so they were looking just like the dolls. In the distance was an ugly building with smoke billowing out of tall chimneys. और देन ही नोटेड दैट इन द डिस्टेंस वाज एन अगली बिल्डिंग. वहां एक उसको बिल्डिंग नजर आ रही थी जहां पर, जिसमें के बीच में से स्मोक बिलोइंग मीन्स धुआं उठ रहा था, चिमनियों के बीच में से टॉल चिमनीज उसके ऊपर लगी हुई थी और उसमें से धुआं निकल रहा था. हे अ टी गार्डन, Rajveer cried excitedly because he was very excited to see all these things he had never seen, whereas Pranjal was used to see all these things. He was living in that place, and his parents were there, so he was known to all those places, and he was not very much excited, whereas Rajveer was getting excited to look at all these things. And in a very excitement, he asked Pranjal, he says, there was a tea garden. Pranjal, who had been born and brought up on a plantation, did not share Rajveer's excitement. और प्रांजल जो था, जो कि वहीं पर पैदा हुआ था, वहीं पर बड़ा हुआ था, वो कहते इतना ज्यादा एक्साइटेड नहीं था और ना ही उसने राजवीर की एक्साइटमेंट का कोई जवाब दिया. He says, "Oh, this is the tea country now," he said. "Assam has the largest concentration of plantations in the world." क्या बता रहा है उसको कि यहाँ पर सबसे ज्यादा वर्ल्ड की प्लांटेशन जो है इस एरिया में है. लार्जेस्ट कंसेंट्रेशन ऑफ प्लांटेशन इन द वर्ल्ड इज फाउंड इन दिस एरिया ऑफ असम. You will see enough gardens to last you a lifetime. So you can see large number of gardens here which can be in your mind, last you a lifetime. That means that will always be in your mind for your lifetime when you will see those gardens. I have been reading as much as I could about tea, Rajveer said. No one really knows who discovered tea, but there are many legends. He says, I had been reading in my books, बहुत जगह कहता मैंने पढ़ा है टी के बारे में, लेकिन किसी को भी ये नहीं पता कि ये चाय की डिस्कवरी किसने करी. Who discovered tea? But there are many legends. बहुत पुरानी ancient stories हैं इससे related. बहुत सी ऐसी काल्पनिक कथाएं हैं जो कि सुनने में आती हैं. But no one knows this. Who had discovered? What legends? Then he asked कि कैसी stories हैं? Well, there is the one about the Chinese emperor who always boiled water before drinking it. See, there is one story, very funny and surprising story they are telling sometimes in between, but they say this is the origin of the tea. कि there is one about the Chinese emperor, कि एक Chinese emperor था who used to boil water before drinking, कि पानी पीने से पहले उसको boil करता था. One day a few leaves of the twigs burning under the pot fell into the water, giving it a delicious flavor. कि एक दिन क्या हुआ कि उसने पॉट में जो आग जलाई हुई थी उसमें से कुछ लीव्स जो थी उसके पानी के अंदर गिर गई और उसका एक बहुत डिलीशियस उसको फ्लेवर मिला. इट इज सेड दे वर टी लीव्स. तो उसके बाद उन्होंने क्या कहना शुरू कर दिया उसको कि वो टी लीव्स थी और उनको टी लीव्स की तरह यूज करना शुरू कर दिया. इसे टेल मी अनदर, स्कफ्ड प्रांजल. प्रांजल कहता मुझे और बताओ इसके बारे में और क्या स्टोरीज हैं. वी हैव एन इंडियन लीजेंड टू, बोधि धर्म, एन एंशिएंट बुद्धिस्ट एसेटिक, कि एक बुद्धिस्ट सेंट था, कट ऑफ हिज आईलिड्स, कि उसने कहते हैं अपनी आईलिड्स काट ली, बिकॉज ही फेल्ट स्लीपी ड्यूरिंग मेडिटेशंस, कि जब वो मेडिटेशन किया करता था उसको बहुत ज्यादा नींद आती थी. तो उसने एक सोल्यूशन क्या ढूंढा कि वो अच्छे से अपनी मेडिटेशन, अपनी भक्ति कर पाए. उसने अपनी आईलिड्स को काट दिया ताकि उसको नींद ना आए. ही शुड नॉट फील स्लीपी. द लीव्स ऑफ दीज प्लांट्स when put in the 10 tea plants grew out of the eyelids. और क्या कहते हैं कि जब उसने अपनी eyelids काट के फेंक दी तो उसमें से 10 plants पैदा हो गए. और the leaves of these plants when put in hot water and drunk banished sleep. कि जब उन प्लांट्स की लीव्स को पानी में डालकर बॉईल किया जाता था और उसको पिया जाता था उस पानी को, तो इट वाज सेड दैट इट बैनिश्ड स्लीप, कि उससे नींद जो थी वो खत्म हो जाती थी. कि अगर आप उस लीव्स वाले बॉइल्ड पानी को पीते हो तो आपकी नींद दूर हो जाती है. कहते हैं ना जब ज्यादा आप थकावट महसूस कर रहे हो, स्लीपी फील कर रहे हो, तो चाय पी लो तो आपकी नींद उड़ जाएगी. तो इन दिस वे दे स्टार्टेड टेकिंग इट. टी वॉज फर्स्ट ड्रंक इन चाइना, राजवीर एडेड. ये एक्सप्लेनेशन लीजेंड्स की उनको कौन बता रहा है? राजवीर बता रहा है सारा. वो कहता कि सबसे पहले चाय जो थी वो चाइना में पी गई as far back as 2700 BC. Underline the name of the place where tea was first drunk, China, and in 2700 BC. In fact, words such as tea, chai, चीनी are from Chinese. और ये सारे words भी कहते चाइना से ही आए हैं. Tea came to Europe only in the 16th century. यूरोप में कब आई? 16th century, note down, and was drunk more as medicine than as beverage. और स्टार्टिंग में इसको एक मेडिसिन की तरह लिया जाता था, नॉट एज ए ड्रिंक. द ट्रेन क्लैटर्ड इनटू मैरियानी जंक्शन. और इसके बाद ट्रेन जो थी वो चलते हुए आगे नेक्स्ट स्टेशन मैरियानी जंक्शन पे पहुंच गई. द बॉयज कलेक्टेड देयर लगेज एंड पुश्ड देयर वे टू द क्राउडेड प्लेटफॉर्म. दे टुक देयर लगेज एंड दे केम आउट ऑफ द ट्रेन एंड रीच्ड टू द क्राउडेड प्लेटफॉर्म. Pranjal's parents were waiting for them because they were coming for the summer vacation with his friend. Pranjal was coming and his parents were there at the station. Soon they were driving towards Deakabri, the tea garden managed by Pranjal's father. Note down the name where his father was working as a manager, that is Deakabri. तो जल्दी ही क्या हुआ, वो उसके फादर जो थे उनको उस टी गार्डन की तरफ ले गए जहां पर कि वो काम करते थे. एन आवर लेटर द कार veered sharply off the main road. They crossed a cattle bridge and entered Diakabri tea estate. तो इस तरीके से वो स्टोन्स वाली उस सड़क के बीच में से निकलते हुए कैटल ब्रिज वाले रोड से होते हुए they reached to the Diakabri tea estate where his father was a manager. On both sides of the gravel road were acre upon acre of tea bushes, all neatly pruned to the same height. क्या नोट करते हैं वो, क्या देखा उन्होंने कि दोनों साइड्स के ऊपर, ऑन बोथ साइड्स ऑफ द ग्रेवल रोड मीन्स द रोड दैट वाज मेड ऑफ स्मॉल पीसेस ऑफ स्टोन्स और रॉक्स. Acres of land were there where tea bushes were there and they were all neatly pruned. Pruned means trimmed, कि उनको बहुत अच्छे तरीके से प्रॉपरली ट्रिमिंग करी हुई थी उनकी, ऑफ द सेम हाइट, इक्वल हाइट के ऊपर उनकी सबकी ट्रिमिंग की गई थी. ग्रुप्स ऑफ टी प्लकर्स with bamboo baskets on their backs, wearing plastic aprons, were plucking the newly sprouted leaves. और क्या सीन देखते हैं वो उन खेतों के बीच में कि there were many people who were working as the tea pluckers, groups of tea pluckers, टी लीव्स को प्लक कर रहे थे, ग्रुप्स विद बैम्बू बास्केट्स ऑन देयर बैक्स. आपने कई बार पिक्चरों में भी ऐसे सीन देखे होंगे कि वुमेन होती हैं, उनके बैक के ऊपर बैम्बू की बास्केट्स लटक रही होती हैं. एंड दे वर वियरिंग प्लास्टिक एप्रन्स, अपने कपड़ों के ऊपर उन्होंने एप्रन पहना होता है. वर प्लकिंग द न्यूली स्प्राउटेड लीव्स, जो भी नई उगी हुई लीव्स थी उनको तोड़ तोड़ कर उन बास्केट्स में डालते जा रहे थे. प्रांजल्स फादर शोड डाउन अ ट्रैक्टर. प्रांजल के फादर ने उनको क्या दिखाया, एक ट्रैक्टर दिखाया. पुलिंग अ ट्रेलर लोड ऑफ टी लीव्स टू पास, जो कि उन टी लीव्स को लेकर चल रहा था. ट्रेलर क्या होता है, लॉन्ग बॉक्स विद व्हील्स पुल्ड बिहाइंड अ ट्रक और कार. किसी कार या गाड़ी के बैक के ऊपर जो जैसे ट्रॉली टाइप होती है, ठीक है, जिसमें कि वो सारा लोड करते थे, जो भी मटेरियल वो कलेक्ट करते थे. तो उन्होंने क्या देखा कि वहां पर एक ट्रेलर लोड ऑफ टी लीव्स वहां पर था जो कि क्रॉस कर रहा था ट्रैक्टर के साथ. दिस इज द सेकेंड फ्लश और स्प्राउटिंग पीरियड, इजंट इट मिस्टर बरुआ. तो उससे क्या पूछते हैं, राजवीर आस्क्ड. इट लास्ट्स फ्रॉम मई टू जुलाई एंड यील्ड्स द बेस्ट टी. क्या बताते हैं उसके प्रांजल के फादर उसको, व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ हिज फादर, मिस्टर बरुआ. नोट डाउन द नेम ऑफ प्रांजल्स फादर. कहते हैं दिस इज द सेकेंड लॉट which is being taken from this sprouting period, कि जब उनका growing period होता है, इन leaves के निकलने का time होता है. This is the second flush, that means second lot that is taken and it lasts from May to July. May to July के बीच में, जो कि best क्रॉप जो है, बेस्ट टी जो है वो यील्ड की जाती है, वहां से ली जाती है. यू सीम टू हैव डन योर होमवर्क बिफोर कमिंग, प्रांजल्स फादर सेड इन सरप्राइज. प्रांजल्स फादर वाज आस्किंग Rajveer and Pranjal also whether they have finished their homework. Yes, Mr. Barua, Rajveer admitted, but I hope to learn much more while I am here. कहते हैं कि हम अपना होमवर्क तो फिनिश करके आए हैं, but we hope that we will learn many new things here when we are here in the tea plantations. We will get many new ideas, new things from here, because this was a learning for them, how the tea plantation is done and what type of area is there. Clear? So in this way, you come to know about the tea plantation in this area of Assam. So we have finished with this part.